On to the gimmicks of the week. First one, we just talked about it, the return of the week, the pop of the week, the welcome back of the week. It's Roman Reigns. Again, Bob, that pop was magic, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's just, we've already talked about it, but we're talking about it again real quickly. Just one of the biggest stars in WWE ever has returned, and that pop was legendary. And what it means for the future, the Bloodline storyline is The Rock coming back in the next few weeks. Just an epic moment. So Roman Reigns gets the return of the week.
The jobber of the week is actually plural. Jobbers of the week. We had one of my favorite, just a favorite monster gimmick match for me is the 2-on-1, where the one is just this ugly ass huge heel, and I shouldn't say ugly, you know what I mean? This crazy, big, threatening monster, and then two just absolute scrubs. It's a great squash match gimmick, and we had it on AEW. What were the two names, Bob?
The ladies' names were Jasmine Had, Jazmine Had, just HAD had as the last name, and Clara Carter. Jasmine Had looked like she woke up 12 minutes ago before the match. I was looking at her here. She looks stoned. It's unbelievable how she looks. And Clara Carter is just really enthusiastic to be there. So like a pothead who couldn't give a shit, and Clara Carter.
Great. It's great. Yeah. I love jobber matches, and those two get to be the first jobbers to share their jobber of the week status. Good for them. Mankind moment of the week. This is the moment, the spot of the week where we think it's a little bit too iffy. And Bob, you had this one personally. What happened to you?
Well, yeah, I was a total Mark idiot during SummerSlam. I thought Rhea Ripley ruined her shoulder during the first match back. I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Half the match, I'm like stressed out. Like, this is what a disaster. They've been building this forever. No, it was just a planned spot. And she slammed. It looked awesome. She slammed her shoulder back into place on the announce table. It was all staged, but I was like, oh my God, like, for like a good 10 minutes, I was like, how are they going to recover from this? There's so much invested in this storyline. Like, I wasn't even watching the match. I had to watch it back. I was just so dejected. So they got me. I'm an idiot. So Mankind spot of the week. I don't know if that's the correct gimmick name. Maybe Bob's an idiot.
Yeah, it might be it's still real to me, damn it. Spot of the week.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, we got to bring that back. Holy shit.
We do have to bring that back. But either way, they got Bob. Let's go for debut of the week. Bob, who the fuck is Odyssey Jones?
Odyssey Jones is a giant man who was drafted in 2023, not 2024. He was drafted to Raw in 2023. Never made an appearance ever for the full year. They redrafted him again, like we were just had amnesia. Like we like we all forgot that he was drafted last year. They drafted him again to Raw this year, and he didn't show up until August. And he's with the New Day because Big E's injured. So he's the newest member of the New Day. He's helping them against the Final fucking Testament, that damn rivalry that will never end. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Odyssey Jones was drafted by WWE Raw in April 2023, and he makes his debut on August whatever 2024. He's going to be a big star, though. He's going to be huge. But what a big star this guy will be.
Welcome Jesus back, Christ. Odyssey. Welcome to the show. Big E's been injured for a long time, and Odyssey just now is joining the New Day.
I don't understand it. I got nothing to. I have no explanation. It doesn't make sense. He's just been sitting backstage and catering for a year and a half, and here he is. That's
good for him, man. I wish him all the luck in the world. Get well soon of the week. I don't want to end on a downer, but the get well soon of the week. It looked like Jacob Fatu legitimately injured himself.
Yeah, it's rumored not to be serious, but I don't know what that means. They just won the WWE Tag Team Championship, so hopefully he's back soon. And also an honorable he was in a walking boot. That's all I know about Jacob Fatu. An honorable mention, or just whatever, however you want to phrase it. Dakota Kai's also injured, so that sucks. I don't know much about her, but she's injured, and I think Rollins is injured too. But we'll just Fatu and Kai get well soon of the week for this week's episode.
All right, that is it for the gimmicks of the week. Let's end with headlines of the week, where we predict what the world of wrestling is going to be talking about at this point next week. Bob, you were right on the money with WWE last week. What do you got for this week, my friend?
Well, I got nothing. I'm going to make it up now as usual. I'm thinking Paul Heyman is coming back tomorrow night. We're recording this Thursday. I'm thinking we're getting Paul Heyman returning with Roman Reigns tomorrow, and then I've been waiting for Paul to hear what Paul Heyman has to say. He got attacked by the Bloodline. There could be another swerve coming too. where Paul Heyman is not fully back with Roman Reigns and is pissed off that he hasn't heard from him since WrestleMania because he allowed him to get the shit kicked out of him during his hiatus. We'll see, but I think Paul Heyman's finally returning tomorrow night. That's just a prediction because I didn't have a headline because I suck at this. You?
My headline for AEW is, at this point next week, we are just throwing ourselves at the feet of Warner Brothers for the genius that is TNT Overdrive. And that is it
God.
for the Ridiculously Lame Wrestling Show. My name's Tony Squares. That's Robert Lentini. Join us next week when we talk about whatever is going on in the world of wrestling. Maybe Becky Lynch is back. Maybe Britt Baker appears. Who knows? But that is it. And let's now finish the show and checking in this week in Ryback.